Hi there, today we're in historic New Hope, home to eclectic shopping, fine riverside dining, local theater. It's a perfect place for a day trip, and you'll see there's a lot of different types of architecture. There's stone homes, row homes, and today we're going to go see a contemporary that you wouldn't expect to see in New Hope right around the corner. Please come and join us. All right, so we're here in New Hope, meeting with John, and John just bought this house. When was it?
We bought the house actually in January and moved in April, starting a modification project. This is all part of that project.
Great, so would you show us what you have?
Okay, let's start. This is my wife's office. In this area, we went for a standard wall unit. We wanted it high, it's unobtrusive, and the guys actually did a fantastic job doing the ductwork here.
This modern contemporary house presented a lot of problems because we're on a slab, right?
We're on a
no
slab
attic
here.
space.
No.
So there's not a lot of places to hide things.
It's one of those, it's a modern box.
Right.
There's nothing above it, nothing below it that you could use, so everything has to be almost as you see it.
Right.
In this room, because of the size of the room, it's a very large open plan room. We were debating the style of unit. We spoke to ECI Comfort's engineers and they recommended the actual positioning of this unit. You can sit underneath this unit without any draft. You can watch television and you can hardly hear this unit. With the mini splits, obviously, we can go room by room and decide what we need in each room. And that would obviously change the power consumption in the house. We're not just running the system because we want to provide heating or cooling here. We're running the system to provide heating and cooling wherever we actually need it, when we need it. And the units, in our experience so far, are so fast to respond. You turn them on and you could feel the effects almost straight away. You don't have to run it an hour, 2 hours to start the cooling.
Right, yeah.
Okay, upstairs. Again, this is a different style unit. We didn't want a standard wall unit, the large, up on the wall, easily noticeable. This looks much more attractive for us. I didn't realize how quiet the units were. So I was worried somebody sleeping in the bed with their head here would be affected by the unit. If you hear it or listen to it now, that's not the case.
That's great.
This is my daughter's room. Again, she wanted a unit that was
the high wall.
The high wall unit, because she utilizes, as an artist, she utilizes the walls for artwork. She didn't therefore want a low wall unit.
And this will be 100% heating and cooling for this space.
Yes, yes. There is no other heating or cooling in this place.
Right. Excellent.
We have a master suite here, which is bedroom, walk-in closet area, his and hers. His half the size of hers. And the bathroom. We wanted a unit here that would actually service the full suite. There was a decision to be made here whether we installed one unit in this room and one unit in the bathroom. So we've actually installed an above ceiling unit here that will service both the bedroom and the bathroom by actually putting standard ducting in.
Mitsubishi has different units for different applications. So instead of the expense of having two separate units, and as you said, a unit in the bathroom. So here we got the outlet, and you're gonna have that wireless remote thermostat that you can control it, and you're set to go.
No, this for us was an ideal solution. We're utilizing a very, very small amount of space that we've got available. We have two condensers running the system. Each of them is capable of taking 4 units. This one is running 2. It's running our bedroom suite, the master bedroom suite, and the main living dining room area. We do have capability or capacity to add an additional unit, though it's very doubtful that we would actually need that. Again, one of the things that I notice about the unit is just how phenomenally quiet it is.
It's rather on a large size, but this is the hyperheat unit that is capable of doing the magic of getting down to -13 and can provide you 100% of your heating.
If it ever gets down to -13, I'm leaving. I'm going back to England. You know.
I agree.
The next unit's way up here. This is running 3, isn't it?
Yes.
Bedroom, office, guest room. There is a decision to be made in the future whether we add a 4th unit to supply heating and cooling for the kitchen.
And obviously this is all going to be, as we finish up, this is all going to be enclosed.
Yeah, they're going to, all of that will be hidden.
Yep.
We don't anticipate any problems with the system. However, you know, the fact that we can sign or establish a service contract looking at 4, 5, 6, whatever number of years in the future is very good for us. Yeah.
Good. Hi there, we're back out in New Hope, Bucks County at the Bennett residence. As you can see, they've got a lot done since we've been out here last time. They're still under construction, but they've come a long way. They've had the system in for about 4 months now, been through the worst part of the summer, and we've had some cold days and they've had the heat on. And come and join us and we'll talk to John and see how things are going. We're back here, it's been a couple months now, right?
Must be 4 months now.
4 months,
Yeah.
wow. Time
We came
flies.
through the summer,
Yeah.
which has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so how was everything once you got some of the house settled in and using it? I know we did the video right after it was installed and the immediate response was great, but now it's been 4 months.
No change in opinion. Everything has worked better than we wanted. You know, we've lived with the units. We had a typical northeast summer. It was hot. It was sticky some days, and the units just handled everything we threw at them.
And the whole space down here, the whole first floor, was
cool.
dehumidified and cool?
We've got 2 units, one at the far side in my wife's office, one here, and they seem to work really well together. They're different types of units. This is a recessed in ceiling unit, that's a on the wall mounted unit, but they work really well together.
What's great about your project is you have one of each system.
As you can see, well, yes, we do. One of the things that we really like about the units is just how unobtrusively silent they are.
How about the master bedroom suite?
It works, it provides cooling, it now has switched to heat. It doesn't impede on your ability to sleep by having this great roaring. This, you don't hear it.
Don't hear it at all because
No.
that is such a low speed.
And my wife is an extremely sensitive sleeper.
And having that registers centrally located on an interior wall, how's the airflow?
It's fantastic. I turned it on today and walking around the room, you could feel it warming up. You could actually feel the heat.
You've made the complete switch to a hybrid hyperheat system.
Yeah. With electricity, you can have very ecologically sound electrical systems. We've got a clean energy alternative available for us. When we moved into the house, we had an oil heating system with baseboard heaters. They were ugly. The fins that lined the piping had all bent. The coverings were all out of shape. So one of the first things we did is to remove that. Now that achieved a number of things for us, getting rid of that system. Number one, we're not dependent on oil. The smell, we had the furnace in the kitchen or just off the kitchen. Because we don't have that anymore, there's no smell, there's no odour. It provided heat at its own pace. Means if you wanted to have the room heated at 6 o'clock, you've got to start this process at 3 o'clock. This system provides heat almost instantly. You can feel, when you turn it on and stand there or sit there, you can feel the heat move over you. It's improved the value of the property. It's improved the livability of the property. It's nicer to live here. So far, everything as far as the system is concerned has worked really well. Everyone talks about your permanent house, and we would like to think this is the permanent house. It's exactly where we want it, and therefore anything we do now, we want it to be operational in 10, 20 years' time.